The appointment of a replacement on the Grand Rapids City Commission is getting a lot of attention.
The commission and the community is divided over whether a former city commissioner should be brought back to fill a vacancy. Some believe that appointment violates term limits. Barton Dieters is at City Hall tonight with both sides of this controversy. Barton?
Well, Brian and Marley, tonight the City Commission heard from citizens who say they oppose the idea of placing a former two-term city commissioner to replace an outgoing city commissioner. They say it's at least a way to skirt the spirit, if not the letter of the law. Tonight there also appears to be a split on the City Commission, with 2 in favor, and it appears, with 2 opposed rather, and it appears that the City Commission is ready to make that appointment.
I don't know Jim White. I've never met him. I have no idea if he's good or bad or qualified or whatever. But this is an insult to the people of Grand Rapids.
Jim White served on the City Commission for 2 terms ending in 2013. Under a plan floated by Mayor Rosalind Bliss, White would take over for the seat that will be vacated next month by 3rd Ward Commissioner David Allen. The mayor and other supporters say there are critical decisions being made by the commission at this time, not least of which is the hiring of a city manager, and that's proven very challenging. But that idea was immediately opposed by those people who successfully put term limits on the city ballot, which was then passed by voters. Tonight, Bonnie Burke, the woman who spearheaded that group, said the amendment is clear. 2 terms is the most anyone can serve. Tonight, the city attorney assured the commissioners that they would not be violating the law if they made the appointment. But Burke said term limits advocates would be bringing a lawsuit against the city if White is appointed. In discussing the issue, it appears there's a 4-2 split in favor of the appointment at this point. Here's some of what the commissioners said.
The idea that if we're going to just go to one person without having a process and it just is decided that it's Jim White just doesn't sit right with me.
I would probably think that every person sitting here would share that what you thought the job was is not necessarily only that. There are more requirements that are tied to this work, and there are a lot of things to learn.
Now, Allen's last day on the commission is June 12th, and the commissioners here in favor of appointing Jim White hope to have a decision made by then. But what remains to be seen is whether the City Commission will take the citizen input and make any changes in the way this appointment is made. Live at City Hall, Barton Dieters, 24-Hour News 8.